Welcome to Tales from the Drive-In. I'm your host, BJ Segura. I'm a filmmaker, paranormal enthusiast, and horror fanatic. Today we will talk about Monster Day 2023. But don't worry, I didn't get bit by any of them and stayed mostly a regular human. Mostly. Today I have a special episode for you all. At Monster Day, held annually in Greeley, Colorado, I got the pleasure to interview some vendors, fans, and of course a few monsters. The mission of Monster Day is to celebrate monsters in our culture in a positive way that encourages imagination and creativity. And I love that proceeds from this event go to the Don't Be a Monster anti-bullying nonprofit. Now, one thing I must mention is how much fun I had with the interviews with the monsters. You never know who you're going to talk to. You might get Dave from accounting or the hellspawn from the netherworld. But that is all part of the fun. So enjoy the interviews, and hopefully next year I can get to more of the amazing people who worked hard to put it all together.
The name is Morgana, the Deadly Harbinger of Demetra. Full title, Morgana's... Only my friends call me Morgana.
I love it. I love your eyes. They're amazing.
Why, thank you. Courtesy of Demetra the Witch. She gave me the hands, too. Honestly, they're a lot better than my old hands. And now they can do magic, so it's a win-win situation. It is very lovely to be here. I've never been here before. I like the different types of creatures that are walking around. It's very interesting. There's some that I am trying to recruit. There was a vampire earlier, and I was trying to get her to join us, but she didn't seem very sure. But I know that those pesky Wells twins are somewhere out there also trying to recruit people for their team. You see, it's the Wells versus Demetra, and I am here to make sure that Team Demetra wins.
And where can we find you after today?
Oh, well, you can find me at Terror in the Corn at Anderson Farms. I will be out in the line scaring people before you even get inside.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, thank you.
I enjoy doing this. We've been doing this for about 3 years now. We come all the way from Dallas, Texas to come and do this every year. We love distortions. We love Monster Day. We just like being out in the community. We're from, like I said, Dallas, Texas. We're a Dark Hour Haunted House and Stiltby Studio. So this is a great time to come out and enjoy yourselves.
That's awesome. So what do you guys do when you're not doing this?
This is all we do. We travel to conventions, Trans World, MHC, and we also have the haunt. So we're always doing haunt stuff, always. We don't do it for the money, we do it because we love what we do.
Atomic Pixies.
We just found a bottle of soda that was Rowdy Piper's all out of bubblegum soda. Really? Yeah, it was really great. It was at what is the name of it?
Rocket Fizz.
Rocket Fizz. They actually make a soda. It's so great.
We sell Art Nouveau, so Art Nouveau themed pop culture prints. We sell art and science and magic based enamel pins. And yeah, we have lots of horror prints on there. We're big nerds. We have a comic as well, including some horror comics. So that's what we do.
This is our first time here at this festival, yeah.
But we come up to Greeley a lot. Like, this is my best friend Amanda and her baby, and they live up here and work in the community. Well, the baby doesn't work in the community.
So are you guys selling stuff today, or just enjoying the show?
Just enjoying the show today.
Yeah, but we want to try to get in next year because we're like, oh my God, this is so cool.
Do you guys go to a lot of horror conventions?
A couple we did. The HearstCon was in like June down in Denver.
We do the Oddities Fest in Colorado Springs twice a year.
Yeah, so.
There's one called the Rocky Mountain Horrors. I don't know if you heard about that one.
I want to do Rocky Mountain Horror a lot, yeah.
There's also Colorado horror festival coming up in September. It's at the Marriott in Denver, but that's...
The Denver Oddities is so hard to get into. That's like a dream.
Yeah, because it's a national circuit, so you have to get on the national thing, and they drop all of the dates on one day at midnight, and then they're gone as soon as they post. Okay. It's gotta be hot. Yeah, real hot.
It's easier to talk to people if I just take it off.
It is. I do appreciate it though.
So, what are you guys looking to? Are you looking to purchase anything? You looking to walk around? What are you guys looking to do here?
Just walk around, enjoy the day, probably buy some stuff and get some snacks and stuff. But just
Costume
hanging out.
watching.
Yeah,
I love the costume watching.
It's really cool. That's what I'm here for the costumes, for just all the fun, right? So I have to ask everybody, your favorite scary movie.
My favorite scary movie is Annihilation.
That bear in that, I had to stop the movie, get and walk away. I'm like, no, I can't deal with this right now. Like, that's the only movie that I've had where, like, when the screams happen.
Yeah, no. And like, if you haven't read the book is also very good and very scary in slightly different ways, which I feel like makes sense for a story about things changing and being different. Like,
I'm a Hellraiser girl. I really love the 2022 remake. I'm in love with Jamie Clayton. I thought she did a wonderful job. But yeah, Clive Barker all the way. Candyman, Hellraiser, it's my shit.
So like 80s, 90s horror, basically.
I am a slasher girl to the core. Well, this is our Hannibal t-shirt. So yeah, no, that is my thing. I'm a slasher girl. And I also like really low budget, really bad horror movies. Have you ever seen Evil Bong?
I've heard of Evil Bong. I haven't seen it.
Amazing. Watch Evil. The plot of it is literally they buy a bong off of eBay, take a hit of it. It takes them to a haunted strip club inside of the bong where the strippers kill them, pretty much. It is amazing.
I need to watch that. Where can I find that?
So it is on Amazon. You can do a full moon trial. They have like a subscription thing. Full Moon, if you like schlocky horror movies, is the best. They're the ones who do Puppet Master. So like that really schlocky, really silly kind of horror, they're so good at it.
Yes, I'm all for that kind of stuff. Mine's, of all the slashers, for me, it's Freddy, just because it's unique. He actually talks, right?
My favorite final girl is Nancy. Will always be Nancy. The fact that Stranger Things was straight up like, no, we're just going to take Nancy and put her in Stranger Things makes me so happy. And yeah, Nancy's the best.
Do you have a favorite final girl?
oh man, who would my favorite final girl be? Baby, help me out.
Jared Padalecki.
No, get away from me. No, I think, I really do love Nancy too. I love,
So what is your favorite Freddy movie then?
I think my favorite one is the first one. I am less of a slasher girl, so I love them because she loves them. Mine's more like, I like sci-fi horror, so I guess
So Aliens.
So yeah, there we go. Ripley. I don't know why that.
I was gonna say you gotta say Ripley.
Aliens, The Thing is one of my favorite movies.
John Carpenter stuff.
Oh yeah. Like I love The Thing so much. I'm so sad that the new one that they took out the practical effects because it's almost so good.
You know, I haven't watched it yet. I'm scared to watch it just because I don't know. I'm an original fan, you know.
Like I think it's worth watching once. It's not like it's not one of those things where it's gonna ruin the original for you, but you just watch it and you're watching it and you're like, wow, this would be so good if these special effects didn't look dated 6 months after the movie came out. Like, yeah, it's not that it's bad, it's just that it's meh when it could have been really, really good.
Weld County Paranormal.
I love your costume. Could I ask you a couple questions? So I do a podcast just for horror stuff. It's called Tales from the Drive-In. Yay!
Oh my God, Tales from the Hi.
So tell me about your costume.
So I am dressed up as Wednesday Addams today from the show in her dance outfit, full black with thing as well on the shoulder, and my hair all done as good as possible.
Are you going to be doing the dance competition?
I absolutely will be, and I will be the best out there.
So how long did you practice your dance moves?
This is going to be embarrassing, but about 2 months, and I still cannot fully do it right.
Well, one thing you got to realize is that they do different camera angles and everything, so it looks a lot cooler in the TV show than it will in real life, because in the way she walks away from the person, because there's no person you're dancing with, right?
Yeah, so it's going to be a little different from TV, but hopefully I can do better than the TV if we're lucky.
So do you think Jenna Ortega did a really good job being the new Wednesday?
I love Jenna Ortega as Wednesday. She's still not my favorite, though. Of course, I got to go classic, but she is a really good representation of Wednesday as she is.
Nice. I actually, so I drive in Denver as one of my other jobs, and I actually got to drive around Christina Ricci for a couple of days, and she was absolutely amazing. So everything you would think she is, she is. And she was, I'm a little weird, and so like whenever I would ask her questions, she was all about it. So she was super cool, just willing to talk, and yeah, just a big smoker though. I thought that was kind of interesting. She was just trying to find places to smoke.
I don't blame her. As a Coloradan, of course, we are smokers.
So is this your first time doing this?
It is. I actually just moved to Colorado in 2021, so we're trying it out for the first time. I'm a vendor with Weld County Paranormal, so we're actually just out here doing the dance competition, but otherwise we have a booth as well.
Where's your booth?
We are on 9th Street. We are the one with all the bowling and monster toss. We are pretty cool. If you'd like to check us out, we're just over on 9th.
Cool, yeah, absolutely. Is there anywhere I can find you online? You're the paranormal? Do you guys do stuff online?
Absolutely. We are weldcountyparanormal.com, or you can find us on Facebook for the easiest methods.
Awesome, thank you.
Rodeo Dental.
So that's cool. I ran into somebody who recognized the podcast. That's pretty sweet.
Screamakers.
So we are a haunt that's based off of Fritzler's Farm Park in LaSalle, Colorado. We are trying to do some recruitment to get people to work at our haunt this year. We have raffles, and we have our guillotine that people can use as a photo op.
When are you guys getting going?
September, right?
September through October 31st.
What are you guys selling over here today?
We're not actually selling anything. We are having a raffle for some swag. And mainly it's just to get everybody's attention on it. We're real close. We're just south of LaSalle on 85. So we're reminding people there's a local haunt they can get to and get out there, have some fun. And, just staffing is another major thing. We want to let people know we are hiring, like she said. And
Okay. Is this an indoor or outdoor?
indoor and outdoor.
Hybrid.
Yes, it is hybrid. We have trailers, but we're also in the corn too, in the corn maze.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we're all about getting everybody to get the most out of it. So you would go inside, outside, and back and forth. And
Is this the first time you guys are doing this?
No, we've been doing Screamakers for a while. This is personally my 3rd year out here.
I've been here 7 years, and I'm always going to keep coming back. It's just that fun.
Yeah, I love your vehicle too. Like all this is so cool. Your whole setup is amazing. Yeah, and your costumes too. I don't even know where you get these.
Where does he get them?
There's a few different companies that make them. We've got masks from different manufacturers. I don't remember the name because these two are from the same, right?
I think so.
I just can't remember the name of the vendor of the mask that we're wearing right now without taking it off and looking inside.
This is what I was wearing earlier, but
Love it.
it's just too hot. And
Oh, that is
live-
amazing.
And when I'm talking to people, I can't. They can't hear me.
Is that the They Live?
Yeah. You look amazing as well.
Thank you.
So, so are you? What are you going to be doing at in the Screamakers?
Hopefully burying bodies.
Yeah, I think that there's some room out there to do that, right?
I think so.
Fans, Brenna and Kenna.
Well, welcome. Are you guys from here?
Denver. No, I'm actually from the East Coast.
Oh, nice. So neither of you guys are from here. That's awesome. So yeah, this is a pretty big event. This is like their 3rd year doing it. Or no, maybe it's more than that. I'm not sure. But Distortions, have you guys heard of Distortions?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, so yeah, I actually got to do a tour at their facility a couple weeks back. It's really cool. They have a big place. They're doing a lot of different stuff, but yeah, the people that own it are super cool. They've been in Greeley for like 30 some years or whatever. But yeah. So a couple questions. So this being like scary stuff, do you have a favorite scary movie?
Terrifier.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
So I don't know if you would consider it scary, but the original Jeepers Creepers has always been an all-time favorite.
Yeah, I think so. Is there any movie that you've ever seen, any horror movie that the ending just ruined it? Like it was good, but then you were like, oh no, the ending. Or maybe a movie that was the best because of the ending.
I would probably have to say one of the newer Michael Myers movie where they went to go kill him and then he came back to life. I don't understand why you wouldn't just chop his head off, so now I have to sit through another 2-hour movie. Which is fine because it's a great like series, but it's kind of like common sense, you know, and that's the thing that really just grips me with scary movies is like common sense things. You're trying to get away from the bad guy, why wouldn't you just take him out for good?
I'd have to second the Michael Myers for sure. Yeah, a lot of it predictable. A lot of it's a little too filtered for me. I kind of like that 80s, 90s feels of we don't really give a fuck what anyone's opinion is about, and so we just do what the hell we want to, and if people like it, they like it, and if they don't, they don't. And that's part of why I like Terrifier and all those older movies, because I enjoy that they didn't go and filter anything. They were just raw with everything.
I will say probably one of the best scary movies that I've seen this year is Smile. Incredible. I mean, the next day I was like, oh my God, I have to tell everyone about this. Yeah.
And the ending on that one, I'm not giving anything away, but man, I was like, I need to go have like a beer or like something. I need some positivity in my life.
I was like, I need to go schedule a therapy appointment really quick and talk about what just happened.
Hellscream Haunted House.
That looks very delicious.
Yeah, I got really hungry. The popcorn was way too expensive. You know, I didn't see ribs anywhere. This was just as good.
That's amazing. Is this your first time doing this?
You know, this is my first time to this event. Yeah, it's pretty nice. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of us monsters here today. I didn't know there was so many of us around.
I didn't either, but I think it's all good company, right? Unless you guys get into some kind of quarrel.
You know, for the most part, we've all kind of taken, you know, kind of like a warriors peace treaty type situation. You know, we're all one haunt, one family, you know.
Okay. Are you here with any particular group for like haunting or anything?
So we're kind of here independently. I'm with Hellscream Haunted House out of Colorado Springs.
Oh, nice. Yeah, well, welcome. This is quite a drive from there.
Yeah, you know, it's slow going, but it's worth the trip to be with good people.
Anything else you guys want me to say to the people for you?
You know, Gail, you got anything you want to say to the world? This guy's got a podcast.
Podcast? Help me, please.
All these millennials got podcasts.
This is hot.
It looks very uncomfortable, but maybe a little comfortable because you're not tied up. You're loose.
It's better. Yeah. I like the loose. It helps me get people faster. But it's hot.
Yes, at least the sun is blocked by the clouds a little bit.
It's nice. It's a good day for Monster Day.
First timers.
This is our first time living in Greeley.
It's our first time, yeah.
It's awesome, right? It's a lot of fun.
I'm definitely gonna do it next year.
And dress up, maybe?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes, this was unexpected. It was like a last minute thing kind of thing. And I wasn't sure, but I'm all about all of this.
So, do you guys have a favorite scary movie or franchise?
Okay. His name is Michael Myers, but I like to call him Mikael Myers. Because Mikael just sounds like, you know, Mikael. Like, wow, what are you doing, you know?
Does he have a little bit of hitch in his step or something? Is there something?
He knows how to dance.
Yeah. That's what we need to see in one of those movies, right? Like a little bit of dancing.
Yeah, definitely.
Like a whole little TikTok, little whatever. Come on, Mikael.
Well, Mikael. What about you?
Probably the same thing. Michael Myers, my favorite one. Okay. Yeah.
I would say mine's Freddy, just because he has a lot of charisma, and he does talk, which is
Gives a little bit more. And there's Frankenstein. Right. So we're gonna have to take a picture.
So, have you guys? Is there anything that you're looking for in particular here, or is there anything that surprised you when you got here?
Honestly, the people dressing up, I was not expecting that. That's why I came dressed like my usual self. Otherwise, I would have like gone full-fledged.
What would have been your costumes?
I think for me, I think I have a lot of like black, like very like Wednesday-esque, so more like on a witchy kind of vibe. For me, at least personally. So that's just me.
For me, this is all new. This is all different, but I would probably dressed up as Michael Myers. Okay. It being my favorite movie, or like Halloween movie in a sense, or whatever. I think that's what I would have gone with.
And there are a few crying babies.
Just a few.
We've heard,
they can be
Mom,
scared of
I'm scared. And the time that I've walked through it, and I get it, it's scary, because I'm still scared of Chucky. Like, I'm fully in love with everything, but Chucky got me as a child. Like,
Chucky's here with, I think, Freddy.
I seen him, and I was like, Chucky, stay away from me. Same thing with, like, Jaws, man. That scarred me for the rest of my life.
Okay in Colorado.
Yeah, but still, I think about it, and I'm like, I'm never going to the beach. You don't like the beach? No, why? Jaws.
Friend group.
A friend pressured me into being here last year, and I had fun, so I came again. My family was like, we're going, and so I'm here now.
For those of you that have not
One of my best friends invited me here.
I want to let you know a little something, because there's a big...
My friends decided to invite me, and it just sounded cool.
So you guys having a good time then? What is the most unexpected or maybe exciting thing you've seen today?
The mushroom guy.
The rest of the haunt,
the mushroom man was so cool. I love the mushroom guy.
It takes you quite a while
I love all the costumes. It's so fun.
Made up of all
I love all the costumes. They're all so good.
For me, anytime I can dress up for like Halloween before Halloween or anytime during the year, then it's great. What is your favorite scary movie?
I really like Scream. Or Silence of the Lambs. I love Silence of the Lambs. Or Before They Wake, or something similar to that. It's one where this kid, like, he falls asleep and then his dreams come to reality, but he was absolutely traumatized from his mother dying of cancer, so he, like, made the, like, monster Kinker, which looked like his mom, but scarier, and then ended up killing all of his foster parents.
That is scary. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'll have to check it out.
For casual watching, I would say Scream, just because it's fun. But if I want to actually like be scared, Hereditary, it gets me every time. It makes my skin crawl. I love it.
Like the car ride?
Yeah, that scene gets me every time. I'm like, holy! Can I tell you my favorite horror podcast so far? The Magnus Archives. I'm obsessed with the Magnus Archives.
Okay, I'll have to check that one out. Nice, absolutely. Do you have? What is your favorite?
I'm not really much of a horror movie person. But out of the ones that I've seen, I definitely have to say the Conjuring movies. They're all very interesting. I love the Conjuring movies.
1, 2, 3.
Hearse-mobile.
So this is your hearse / I don't know. What else would you call it? Family what?
Family truckster.
Okay, I love it. I love it.
It's my wife's car.
This is your wife's car. That's awesome. That's awesome. Is anything like, why do you guys do this? How long did it take to get your hearse going?
We actually have had the hearse 6, maybe 8 years. We bought it in Albuquerque, trailered it home, had a new motor put in it, and been going to it. We started with Frozen Dead Guy days. That's where we saw the hearse club, and we said, okay, we're going to buy one. So we went and bought a hearse. Nice. So we joined the hearse club.
So what does the hearse club do?
The Denver Hearse, we're part of the Denver Hearse Association. We do a lot of stuff. We do a lot of the haunted houses. We do the Denver Broadway Halloween Parade. Okay. We do Monster Day here. Every June we have our hearse convention. We have people come out of Canada, New Jersey, South Carolina, Texas, Washington State one year.
So do you guys have like any kind of parade? I feel like that's a good thing for... We
actually do. We call it Nightmare on Your Street. We got a permit now to do the funeral escort. So one year we had a funeral escort direct through all of Denver and different parts, and went down different streets. Every time we saw kids somewhere, we threw candy out at them and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can get out and just and you don't need to block the streets or anything for that, right? It's just kind of just you just drive around.
We just drive around with the escort where they'll stop the traffic like a regular funeral escort. We have the license for it as a club now to do it. So we all chipped in for part of the club to get the funeral escort thing. We got the cars to block traffic, and then we'll just go to a long line of hearses running through neighborhoods and stuff. And
That's so cool. That's awesome.
you can actually go on the Denver Hearse Club website, and it tells you when we're doing it, and they might actually give you the map of where we're going to be on what streets we're going to be on doing.
And I assume this is all, is it during the day or sometimes at night?
Till like late afternoon, early evening is when we'll do it, because a lot of us got strobes, and we'll turn them on. We'll have all the strobes going. Yeah.
That's so cool. That's so cool. So you probably know a lot of these people then?
I know everybody. We are all part of the Denver Hearse Association.
How does somebody get started in this?
By a hearse. We actually have members that don't have hearses. Like when we do our the hearse convention in June, we have somebody that comes every year. She doesn't have a hearse, but she comes every year.
Oh, this is your car. Oh, can I ask you a question? So, why is it your car?
She was my Mother's Day gift.
Mother's Day gift. That's amazing.
Yeah, about 8 years ago.
Okay.
She's a 1974 Cadillac, of course, Superior coach builder. Okay. So Cadillac does not build a hearse. They send it off to coach builders, and then they create the hearse out of a commercial chassis.
So it must ride pretty comfortably then as a Cadillac, right?
We joke that she's a luxury station wagon.
Yeah, and you can it's got a lot of space. You can travel with a lot of stuff. Maybe, I don't know.
She's fun to take to IKEA.
Yeah. Do you guys take it camping or?
Oh yeah, my youngest son camps in it quite often. He has a good time.
Have you guys just been adding to it year after year, or what's the process?
Originally, the table in the back which would hold the casket was kind of destroyed when we bought it. So we actually had third row seating in the hearse. So it was almost like a mini bus. Okay. And then as my kids have grown and got their own lives, we've removed the last row of seats, and we're building back the table, and we can haul a casket now.
I'm surprised other people they don't have a similar setup. Is it?
Props out today. There's a lot of people, and if you're not paying attention to what's going on, sometimes things go missing. Keep an eye on your stuff.
Yeah, the urns we don't have to worry about. No one's going to grab an urn because one of them actually has a name on it.
Oh God!
Bought it, and they said it had a crack in it, so they kind of painted over it. Well, I started kind of peeling the paint off, and then we found a name on there.
They must have misspelled the name.
Right, because I noticed there's a couple urns in there, and usually you don't have urns unless you have something in it.
No, they're all empty. They're all empty.
That's what you're telling people anyway, right? Yeah.
I horrified a lady at the thrift store when I bought one of them. I opened it up and sniffed it.
Oh, no.
And she's like,
That's amazing. I love that.
to see if somebody's home.
You gotta have some humor when it comes to this kind of stuff, you know. Like Ghostbusters in Colorado. What other places have you been to? Do you go to a bunch of different conventions?
So we do a lot of every year. The Eagles, they do like an 80s night, so we've been there. Various conventions. It's really whoever will take us.
We also do a lot of parades.
Yeah, parades.
Mm-hmm.
4th of July.
A lot of charity events.
So which one is your favorite? And you can't say the first movie.
That's tough. That's a really hard question. Afterlife was a solid movie. It was really well done. So with like all the charity stuff we do, I've kind of aligned it to Ghostbusters 2 and that idea of like positively charged mood slime and making people feel happy. So as far as movies go, it's not the greatest, but it's
a special place
got
in
a
your
soft
heart.
spot in my heart. So
is that the same for you?
I'm gonna have to say Afterlife because Gozer.
Yeah, that was super cool. I was a big fan of that. They did a really good job with that one. And then there's another one coming, right?
Yeah, there should be. It sounds like it just got pushed back. It was supposed to be out in December, and now I think they're going to like March of 24. Oh, okay. So it'll be a while, but
got to keep the Ghostbusters going, though, right? How did this come about?
We were missing some female Ghostbuster energy up in here, so I decided why not be a villain?
No, it's awesome. No, that's amazing. Yeah, because there's way too many dudes, right?
Yes, and we gotta have some representation.
I mean, you could be Sigourney Weaver, but I don't know. She doesn't really dress up cool.
No.
Even though she's like one of my favorite actresses, people of all time.
Yes, and I mean, I like being a villain. It's fun.
She could definitely pull off like a Ripley or something if you wanted to do something like that.
She has absolutely pulled off a Ripley before.
Yes, this is the Ghostbusters of Colorado United, and I'm part of the Fort Collins Ghostbusters.
So are there like Ghostbusters in every city, or what's the deal?
Today we're represented by Cheyenne, Wyoming, Greeley, Fort Collins, and Loveland. I'm also here with Fort Collins Comic-Con today, which is August 26th and 27th.
So soon. And where in Fort Collins is that taking place?
It's at the Northside Azatlan Center in Old Town Fort Collins.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. So I asked them over there. I got to ask you. So which is your favorite Ghostbusters movie and not the first one?
Not the first one? Well, I like the 2016 one. Not many people do. But I like getting the women into Ghostbusters and showing that they can be Ghostbusters too. And also the second one because, you know, you have all those bad vibes going around the city. They just turn the city to slime. And I like to spread good vibes. So, yeah.
I agree with that. And I think today, all these people, it's all good vibes, right? It feels like it. Yeah. In the costumes, like, is there any costume that you like the most that you've seen today?
I saw a group of my friends actually coming around dressed as Lurch, and we had Wednesday Addams with Thing as well. So, lots of good friends out here. Yep, they're actually the ones who put on this event.
So what are you guys?
So our name's Ghoul Fiends Limited, and we are just like a home business, and we make acrylic or designs out of like acrylic resin, coasters, clocks out of records. So a lot of times we go and find things at thrift shops and turn them into art. So we like to say we are handcrafted art with a ghoulish flair.
I like it a lot. Yeah, this is a lot of really cool stuff. Do you guys go to different conventions, or have you been to this one a couple of times? Or
this is our first ever event. We started in January just messing around with stuff, and it led to all this, and so now we're going to try to do lots of different kind of booths, craft fairs.
Yeah, and just from the look of this stuff, it looks amazing. A lot of it, I'm sure it takes time. I don't know, how long does like one of the coasters usually take?
Coaster takes about 5 days because first we make them out of tiles that we get from like the Habitat for Humanity home store. We go buy a bunch of tiles, and then we do the paint pour on it, and that has to sit for about 3 days, and then we put the whatever kind of design we want on it. So we use tarot cards, stickers, and then we put that on it, and then we do the resin pour, which takes about 2 days to dry.
That's super cool. No, and I just noticed the pouring for the vinyl records, and they're clocks. That's super cool. So have you? Is it just the owner that does all this stuff, or are you helping, or like?
So I help. So the owner is my sister, Jenny Getman, and so I help go over and help make art.
Awesome. So you guys are local.
We are local. Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've seen. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff around here, but. Yeah, I've seen people here from Denver, but yeah, it's good that you guys are local. Just a quick question. So what is your favorite thing to make that you make?
The favorite thing is the coasters. So it's an acrylic pour, and then I find a tarot card image that kind of fits with it.
And is this, so all this art is from existing tarot?
This is another set that I like. That's all the aces from that particular deck.
And what does ace mean?
So your ace is always going to be like your start and your beginning, but it's the foundation, kind of the driving force behind going into a journey. And then depending on what suit it is kind of the overarching theme of that journey that you're entering.
So what is this one?
So cups is going to be your emotional well-being and like your relationships.
ID Fabrications.
What are you guys making here?
So there's different things, mostly mermaid tops that are based on spooky movies and characters, but it's also DIY where you can purchase blank things and paint them and add them to a top yourself. But my name is Ara the Neverland Mermaid. Ara the Neverland Mermaid.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thanks, you too.
Well, I guess I should ask you. I ask all my people that I have on. So your favorite scary movie?
I feel like that's kind of a mean question. Like, how do you pick just one?
Maybe, okay, your favorite vampire movie?
Can I say What We Do in the Shadows, even though it's a show? I do like the series better, but don't tell anybody.
Ooh, no, there's just more of it, though. Like, there's more content, so that's kind of unfair.
And Guillermo.
Yeah. A Mexican like bounty hunter, like killer, like I love it.
He's so cool.
Did you know? So What We Do in the Shadows, when they had all? Did you see the episode where they had all of the vampires from all of the council?
Yes, I did. Yes.
And did you recognize Paul Rubens from it? Do you know who that is?
I do know who it is, and yes, I did. It took me a minute, and then I placed him.
Yeah, because he reprised his famous character from Buffy, from the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So it was just so good. I'm glad that he came back and everything. Can I ask you a couple questions? So these are amazing. Where can we find them?
And on our website at idfabrications.com. And we sell all of the blank sets, so you can make your own mermaid accessories and tops as well.
And are you guys local?
We're out of Loveland.
Oh, nice. Right on. So how long have you been doing this?
For about 5 years now, specifically mermaids.
So what is your best seller?
I have to say the standard mermaid shell, like the lion paw shell. But I love a good horror theme, so I love doing theme tops.
So what is your favorite scary movie?
Ooh.
Of the ones that you make?
Of the ones that I make? Oh, but I like them. I have to say Sam, the Halloween Trick or Treat with Sam. It's an underrated Halloween movie.
Yes. And I just noticed the Labyrinth one.
Yes, yeah. No, I had to sneak him in there. I do all custom make. This is just showing what I can do for custom makes. So all commissions and that kind of thing, and you can make your own, or I can do a top for you. It's hard to find one that you like and then in your exact size. So.
What is your favorite shell?
My favorite shell I don't have any here, but it's a horn shell. It's a scorpion shell, so it has a lot of horns coming off the side of it, and it makes really good siren tops. Yeah.
No, this is all amazing. Oh, and I just saw the Beetlejuice one too. That's so cool.
Colorado Festival of Horror, Slasher Hotel.
I'm excited to go to this, actually. So first, what is your name, and what is your favorite scary movie?
My name is Jeannie Smith, and my favorite scary movie is not very scary. It's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mine's up there too, for sure. It's gotta be. Yeah. What is your favorite scary movie? Can I ask you?
My favorite scary movie, probably Muppets Haunted Mansion.
So what are you doing with the Colorado Festival of Horror?
You know, I'm here with Dan, and yeah, just trying to support him, help get the word out. It's a great convention. Lots to do. There's so many different activities. You have to choose one. It's a hard decision, but it's great. It's a great convention.